when you did the first tutorial where you're going to the different shrines,
Yeah.
how did you survive the cold?
I ate something spicy because I don't have a tunic.
Like millions of bad people playing Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, both Frankly and myself could not understand nor grasp the idea of finding a warm tunic. We had to revert to other methods to keep ourselves warm, including the creation of one special dish that both of us thought today, on this chilly day in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, we would try to recreate. We're gonna make some spicy simmered fruit. Okay, so I'm here with Frankie. We are trying to figure out how we're going to make this spicy simmered fruit. As you can hear, I've been very sick the past, 2 weeks?
Longer than that, actually.
I got a bad case of pneumonia, so I thought, oh, what's more perfect than dealing with sickness than some nice, spicy, a spicy dish.
Spicy food is a cure-all.
But here's the kicker, because in The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, whenever you make spicy simmered fruit, it's like the ingredients can be as simple as an apple and a pepper. Which would, of course, be horrible, right? So we, putting our minds together, have come up with what we think is an appropriate recipe. One that's a little bit more, what would you say, refined?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. The recipe, what we're going to do. Obviously, we're not just going to throw apples and peppers together. So what we're thinking is a medley of fruit. We're going to do some apples, some pears, some oranges, and then perhaps peaches or plums. I think that sounds pretty good.
It's a strange combination, but it might work.
What we're going to get ready to do is we're going to have our friend Hank come over. We're going to go get some ingredients. We're going to try to make this recipe, and we're going to see whether we, the two of us together, can recreate our own version of Breath of the Wild Spicy Simmered Fruit. So Frankly and I are here at our local grocery store at Carson Street, downtown Southside Pittsburgh. We're gonna get our ingredients for our spicy simmered fruit. So let's step inside and see what we can find.
Let's do it.
So for our apple of choice, we decided to go with Honeycrisp apples. They're not quite the best apples for baking, but they're one of my favorite apples. They're a good fall apple, and the sweetness we think is going to mix really well
with the honey.
With the honey and with the chili as well. So we're going to get a few of these. They're our apple of choice, and then we're going to move on to the next fruit. Lions and tigers and pears. Oh my! So which pear are we going with today?
We're gonna go with the Bosque pear because it's flavorful, it's ideal for baking and cooking. So we're gonna see how this goes in our spicy simmered fruit.
Hopefully it doesn't turn out to be a lemon. Because the lemons are there. Hank, they got fruit especially for me, and they named a fruit after me here. living the dream, man, one day at a time.
Alright, another ingredient we're going to need is butter.
You better believe it. And then we went to Frankie's house. Hey! Now, when we were at the grocery store, Frankie and I sort of not had a disagreement, but we thought of something. In the Breath of the Wild, when you make spicy simmered fruit, it's over like sort of a wok on an open flame. My original intent was to bake it in the oven, sort of like what you said, like sort of like a hot fruit dish, like pie filling without the pie crust. Frankie had originally intended to cook it over the stove,
Like a sauce.
like a sauce. So because we sort of couldn't agree, we decided to do both. Also, his is going to be a lot more spicier than mine, because his spice index is through the roof and mine is in the basement. Without further ado, let's get this dish started.
Here we go. Always remember, high rule number 1. Wash your hands.
Alright, so what I'm doing for my sauce is I've got about half a cup of whole milk, 1/4 cup of honey, a tablespoon of chili powder, half a cup of butter, and a full cup packed pretty well of brown sugar. I'm gonna melt this all together in the pot into a nice sauce, and once it's all melted together, I'm gonna lattice my fruit in my dish, pour the sauce over, and bake that sucker for about 30 minutes, and we'll see how it goes.
So, why'd you guys pick Breath of the Wild for the first game? That game wasn't very good.
Okay, first of all, one game of the year on many different, like IGN, God, game of the year. What's your favorite Zelda game?
My favorite Zelda game is Ocarina of Time.
Ooh, I love Ocarina of Time. It's the best game of all time. Ooh. With the sauce pretty much near completion, I am now layering my apples, pears, and oranges into my baking sheet or dish. Once they're all sort of layered in there like a nice little conglomerate, we'll pour the sauce over and put that in the oven. Alright, so we have got the sauce done, we've got our fruit prepped. What you're seeing on top of the sauce is some chopped walnuts, add a little bit of texture to the dish. So we're gonna pour this stuff all over this. Oh, it's gonna look so good. The sauce is the balls, baby. Alright, so we got everything prepped for my dish. We got the tin foil on it. This puppy's gonna go in the oven on 400. We're gonna start it at probably like, I don't know, 30 minutes seems to me like a good amount of time. And we'll check it after that, see how it is. Alright, so now that my dish is in the oven, we've cleared some space so that Frankie can start working on the stovetop with his. So Frankie, what are you doing right now for your dish?
I'm currently prepping my fruits, so I'm taking the skin off of most of the fruit, but on some pieces you'll see that I'm leaving it on. But for the most part, most of my fruit won't have any skin on it. Again, I don't really care too much for pears, so what I'm going to try to do is mask that they're in there. Kind of hide the texture of the fruit with the flavorings. I'm also doing mine far more spicier than Joe's dish. So I'll actually be putting crushed red pepper and black pepper and cinnamon and chili powder in my sauce. I'm also going to be putting a few nuts in mine, but not until after I've boiled it for a while. So I'm just going to keep on.
Spicy simmered fruit, baby! I'm getting Frankie's oranges ready for him because he did mine. So I thought I'd return the favor. I can see why you did not like doing this though.
Why's that, Joe?
It's not very appealing. Let's see if we can, while Frankie cooks, I'm gonna try to recreate the song. Breath of the Wild cooking song.
This is some chili powder. Hit it, Joe.
Alright, ready?
Joe? I have cinnamon, brown sugar, regular white granulated sugar, chili powder, salt, vanilla flavoring, almond flavoring, crushed red pepper, and black pepper. And so I'm gonna toss my fruits in here. I have this on low because the butter is already melted. I'm just gonna toss this for a while. And so because this is a simmer, I am gonna add some liquid. So once I have cooked these down a little bit in just this sauce here, I'm gonna add a little bit of water so that it doesn't caramelize, burn, or stick.
I'm wearing Hank's sweater, by the way. I put that on off camera, so. I'm dying. Alright, so Frankie's is going to be simmering a bit, but in the meantime, it's been about 40 minutes, and I think Old Joe's is ready to come out of the oven. So let's do this! And just like that, the dishes are complete. Joe's baked spicy simmered fruit, Frankie's simmered spicy simmered fruit, ready for us to taste and see how old Linky Boy himself would like it. Good, so we're gonna do the taste test now. We've got a little bowl of both of our dishes. We want to thank Hank, our cameraman, for helping us out today, and he gets to taste some little rewards too. So let's go ahead. I'll taste mine first. See what we got here. I got a piece of apple with some of that sauce and some of the nuts on it. I gotta say, that is not bad at all. That's not bad at all. It's definitely like nowhere near as spicy as I thought it was gonna be, which is good for me. I'm gonna pass that on down, let you guys taste it.
Okay.
I'll hold on to this. Yeah, that's definitely. That to me is like what I would want to eat to survive a winter in the land of Hyrule. That's not too bad, right?
That's really good. I enjoy that. It's almost like you bake them in because of the spice. It's like fruit and like a teriyaki sauce almost.
Yeah, it's like there is a weird savoriness. Now we've got the non-judgmental because he's just watching it. He didn't recreate, so it's not too bad.
It's got good heat to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You can feel the spice go down your throat.
Yeah.
It's strange. It definitely is strange.
It was good though.
It's not the best thing I've ever had. It's unique.
But it'll do.
But it'll do. So Joe's grading a B+. Now we're gonna move on to Frankie's. Now this is the spice one.
Yeah, so this one's pretty spicy. I'm excited to try it though because I put over ice cream, so I'm hoping that kind of helps. And so we're gonna see here.
Yeah, what's the verdict on that?
Oh, that's actually really good.
Yeah.
Ice
cream.
Yeah,
Honestly, probably helps.
It's the ice cream.
Well, I'm ready.
There's definitely that spice there.
I'm ready to try it.
Yeah.
I want to try it too.
All right, here we go. Ooh, that's a good chunk.
We got some orange in there. It's kind of like the sauce turned into a caramel almost, and I think it's because of the amount of butter that I use.
Ooh. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you see, the spice really comes through on yours.
Well, see, when you think about it, you think that Link needs a tunic. He needs something that will actually keep
that
him warm.
one, like, even
it's not
with
something that needs to be incredibly spicy.
the ice cream is perfect too because like it mixes with the spice. That's good, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
And it's like the perfect amount of spice too.
Yeah, that's like I don't really like. I'm not too big of a spice person, but that is like a really good blend of spice.
Is there cinnamon?
Mm-hmm.
I'm tasting.
All right. I don't know about you guys. Frankie's is getting an A. That's really good.
The bake was good too, though.
The bake was good.
It really was.
The bake
It really
good.
was.
I think this episode was a success. We're excited to try out our next dish. So
Stay tuned.
Give some comments. Shoot us what your favorite looking meal from a video game is, and we will try to create it as best we can. Thank you for watching, folks. Stay warm, and if ever you're sick, wanting to feel a little bit better, or trying to go out and conquer the world of Hyrule, make yourself some of this to keep yourself warm, nice and toasty during those winter nights. Thanks for watching, and till next time.